Bullshit.
Prepare
Right.
for sender.
Prepare to receive my load.
Elemental sweater J. Wanna get you high.
Yes.
On the reject and Underhaven. They'll bring you shows to blow your mind.
I'm so fucking sick of YouTube, honestly. Can I just get into this rant on the spot?
Go ahead.
Because, like, we went live, or so I thought. You know, I hit start broadcast on OBS, and normally, up until, like, a recent YouTube update, that would automatically make you go live, but now, you have to start broadcasting via OBS, so you're sending data to YouTube servers, and from then, you have to wait, like, 5 seconds for it to receive the data, and then click go live manually on the control panel on YouTube. Why do I have to do that? Why can I not just send you the fucking broadcast and you'll know immediately? You're like, okay, time to go live. But no. No!
Yeah, like, here's the thing, we're fucking stoners, or at least me and JR, and, like, it's hard enough for us to do this fucking shit, like, without YouTube's fucking issues getting in front of us fucking non-stop, man. It's always a fucking issue. They always change something, like, now you have to use this new creator studio, but it's like, there's like 30 fucking features missing from this new studio. Why do you keep trying to encourage me to fucking use it?
Wait, hold on, they updated it again?
No, they're still trying to push, like, there's still two versions of the studio you can use. You can use the one that's actually fucking complete, and then there's the one that they push on everybody by default. Like, you have to, for me, I go back to the old one.
I have a bone to pick with that studio, I really do.
Go ahead.
Because, like, okay, so we all know about the notification issue YouTube has, where, like, they just don't notify people who are subscribed to you, which defeats the whole point of having a subscription feature in the first place.
Yeah.
We know that that's a problem. YouTube also has this thing in the new studio where, like, they tell you how well your video does within the first, like, you know, hour of being uploaded. And it'll tell you, like, if a video does poorly, like, oh, you know, you got less views within the first hour than you normally do. It's like, well, whose fucking fault is that? You're not notifying any of the people who are subscribed to me, so, like, how the fuck would I possibly circumvent that? There's nothing that I can do. It's beyond my control, and it's not my fault. It's on fucking YouTube.
Nah, just get better, yo. You just gotta make better content. It's not good enough.
Just be E-famous. Just be a fucking celebrity.
The only way people would even be aware of your content is if you, like, tweeted it out. Not all your followers follow you on Twitter, so it's like, it's a fucking lose-lose.
Yeah, you're just fucked either way. So, welcome to, this is not Underhaven, this is not Stone Rejects. You've been lied to by the intro. It's a placeholder intro, but this is just an impromptu kind of like mini episode featuring Guy Who Lied of Twitch fame. Yes?
Fame, yes. Absolutely.
Yes,
fame of
Twitch
30 people, absolutely.
Yeah, we rolled out the red carpet for this one.
Yeah.
So what do you do on Twitch, Jake? What do you do?
I just mainly speedrun games. I speedrun Bully and Dead Rising at the moment. Although I haven't streamed in like a week and a half. I just haven't been motivated, like at all. It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I feel that. I get it.
Do you?
I know you, Jake. I feel you.
You feel me?
I feel you, man.
Okay. You feel me emotionally and mentally.
Yes, I feel you, man.
And if you guys think that he's funny, and I think he's been pretty funny in my interactions with him so far. You can check him out in the description. We linked his Twitch below. Give him a follow if you want to support him. And yeah. Also, there's one other thing I want to mention before I guess we just fucking get into it. I'm doing a fundraiser for a new computer. You can see there's a goal on screen. I did get some donations via Super Chat, which I am going to tally up eventually, but that's all the Super Chat. I mean, that's all the Streamlabs donations I've gotten so far. If you want to help me get to my goal, I've already saved up a ton of fucking money for a computer, just trying to raise a little bit more so I can get a really competent one. If you want to support the show, then I'll be able to make more content. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. It helps the show, so it's not just something that Animancer's gonna use to play some Furanari simulation game.
I mean, I will, but I'll use it for making content too. So
yeah, that's like a side fundraiser.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful thing.
Hell yeah.
So let's talk about this new challenge. I guess some kids are doing. I feel like a boomer just sitting here like, the youngins doing.
Yeah.
But there's a new challenge called. There's a new challenge called Skull Breaker or Skull Smasher Challenge, which...
What?
Yeah, well, I'll just play it.
Sounds intellectual.
Oh, it is.
Another dangerous social media challenge making headlines tonight. This one is called the Skull Breaker Challenge, as if the name doesn't say it all. Doctors warn
a hive of scum and villainy.
Deadly. WJZ is live tonight. Sean Stryker spoke to a doctor and parents about this troubling trend. Sean.
Sean.
There seems to be a never-ending supply of these potentially dangerous social media challenges. Just the other week, it was the Penny Challenge, which involved a penny and cell phone charger.
Really?
Now it's the Skull Breaker Challenge, and while they're meant to be fun and games, doctors...
All right, can I bring up something real fast? Because I want your general opinion on this type of thing. Do you think that them bringing news stories to these types of what would otherwise probably be more obscure challenges kind of like glorifies it and brings attention to it to people who otherwise wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
So like, why?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, well, why would the news media not do that? They profit from the fact that kids do dumb shit like this.
I know, but like to me, this is just like so transparently bullshit. How can like other people not see that this is just clear manipulation and bad for people in general? Like, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy to put these ideas out there.
Yeah. That's the problem there. You get into this paradox where it's like kids are doing it and it's bad, and we're gonna blast it to the kids so they get the idea to do it.
Is anybody under the age of 30 even watching this show or this news show in the fucking first place?
Probably not.
Yeah, so what?
No,
they're not gonna be on
local
TikTok
coverage too.
So who fucking cares?
It's called the Skull Breaker Challenge.
There you go.
That's dangerous.
Oh, no.
That's awful. It's gonna have a concussion.
Two people convince a third to jump into the air before kicking their legs out from under them.
They obviously not your friends if they do something like that.
Videos
that
like
shit,
this
yo.
one have been making...
That's not even...
Shit, man.
How is that a... Dude, no, how is that a challenge?
Yeah, what is a challenge?
Challenge, it's a prank.
That's just being
What's it called
a
fucking challenge then? Is it because prank is necessarily just like not a good title nowadays because it's been beaten to fucking death? So everybody just uses
It's not
challenge
even
for
a
it
prank,
now.
dude. It's just being a dick. It's like, here, I'm gonna injure my fucking friend, possibly like seriously injure them, like.
Well, it's because to a lot of kids, challenge is synonymous with like something going viral and you doing this like stunt.
What happened
like
to what happened to a challenge just being like holding your breath underwater for a couple minutes? That was a challenge. What the fuck is this?
Dude, remember when challenges were hard?
And they were actually, challenges.
Yeah. Instead of just here, do this dumb thing.
Now it's like I'm gonna assault my friends by just causing a concussion.
The rounds on the social media app TikTok.
As a mother, first of all, I hope that it wouldn't happen to my daughter. And then the second piece is I hope she wouldn't do that to anyone.
While
She probably
you
don't know that, Karen.
The consequences are anything but.
Hey guys, it's the Act Like a Retard Challenge. Just go out in public and fucking spurg out, man. Yeah, woohoo! That's basically all this fucking thing is, a fucking cry for attention by fucking teenagers who look online and see, oh, this is controversial and I want to rebel against society, so I'm gonna do it. Wow, I sound like a boomer saying that, but I know because I was that like literally 3 years ago, so.
We are boomers, yo. We're a bunch of old men over here. These damn fucking kids. These damn Zoomers and their fucking stupid lame memes and challenges and their TikToks and their fucking...
I'm not even an old man, though. I'm fucking 20. And I think this shit's stupid.
Here's the thing, though. The reason why it's different from a boomer doing it is because, like, this shit was still around when I was in high school and shit. I didn't engage in it personally. I always thought it was stupid, but it was still around when I was, like, it was formulating when I was in high school. That's when this type of culture was starting. Yeah.
You guys remember the condom challenge? You remember when that was a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
when they were drowning people in condoms?
Yep.
Oh, I don't remember that one. I remember people snorting condoms.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about too. Yeah.
Well, there was like a condom challenge where you like drop a condom on somebody's head full of water, and that was a challenge. Apparently.
That was a challenge.
Yes.
But there's nothing challenging about it.
Yeah, almost drowning your fucking friend and committing a felony is apparently the challenge there.
Like, isn't a challenge supposed to involve like some type of skill?
Like a speed run is a challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Eating a lot of food is a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Because it is a skill.
Worse, you could die.
Dr. Richard Lebo is an emergency room physician at MedStar Union Memorial Hospital.
The injuries can stem from a severe concussion, a skull fracture, a neck fracture, which can result in paralysis, plenty of wrist fractures from trying to break or fall, and literally, if you do...
Imagine ending up in a wheelchair because you did this fucking challenge. Like, Jesus Christ. That's a
you didn't fucking do it. Your friends did it to you. Like, without you knowing what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, and if you try to take them to court, they're gonna be like, it was a challenge, bro. Like, what?
Dude, can I just say, this is like really fucking like... do we need a doctor to be telling us these things? Like, I don't know. Remember when this shit was just common sense? When it was like,
you and I don't, Jay.
But getting shot hurts. Pro tip: getting shot with a gun hurts, and it can kill you. Believe it or not.
Don't shoot your friends. They're gonna get injured. Like,
look, Jay, there's plenty of people who are, you know, obviously fucking smart enough to not to do this type of shit, but it just so happens that there's enough fucking people who are dumbasses enough to do it that it goes out there, and those are the people that get attention. That gets way more attention than the people who are just like, oh my god, that's so fucking stupid, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
that's people like you and me.
Isn't the news... Dude, I think the news media should just be laughing at them. Honestly, that's the tact I think the news media should take. Like, look at these dumb kids doing this stupid shit. Look how dumb they are. Look how fucking not smart they are. Look how much of a fucking idiot they look like. You know, and shame them publicly for that. Don't make it look alluring or cool. Like, oh yeah, dude, look how dangerous this is. I'm gonna do it too because it's dangerous.
That's the thing, though, man. The worse that they make it look, and that's where you're wrong, man. The worse that they make it look, the more that people are gonna want to fucking do it, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There was actually in this coverage, like, there's actually a kid who had a concussion or something like that. So let's see.
No shit.
A concussion, dude.
He was laying down, non-responsive.
That's a good start.
They had called the ambulance.
The Schenker family from New Jersey know all about the potential dangers.
Damn.
It sent their 13-year-old son to the hospital with a concussion.
That fucking
My son
blows.
does not remember anything that happened, and I'm grateful for that.
And they have this warning for other families.
These are not funny jokes to pull, that they can put a kid in the hospital
okay,
and could
boomer.
potentially kill someone.
All right, boomer, whatever you say.
I mean, I get that kids do stupid shit all the time, but I mean, this is taking it to a whole new level because everything's recorded now, so people are gonna see what the fuck you're doing and be like, "Wow, you're dumb as fuck."
Well, that's the problem, though. The news isn't telling them that. The news media is just being like, "This is dangerous. Don't let your kids do this."
And then like young kids are gonna see that on the news and they'd be like, "Oh, it can't be that bad."
I want to try that out.
Okay, like the reason kids are drawn to this is because of the name of the activity. It's Skull Breaker Challenge.
Yeah, look
so
at
like,
YouTube,
oh, this is
dude.
dangerous, and it's a challenge, and it's like viral.
Think of the
trendy.
cinnamon challenge back in the day. The reason people started doing that shit is because YouTubers were doing it, and also the news was covering it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. Like, people who are our age, we still were around when this type of shit happened, so we can still look at this and be like, wow, people are still doing this type of shit on the internet. I mean, I guess it just comes with the internet. Pretty much everyone who comes after us is probably gonna like.
Dude, it's not just the internet. Yeah, I really do think a big part of it is the news media fucking pushing it. Like, the news media perpetuates it by talking about it and making it look interesting.
You're right.
And
they are definitely not helping.
Thing that it actually is.
Yeah, and we're so above that, talking about it in our fucking podcast.
At least we're calling out the fucking truth of it, that so many media organizations like to manipulate people.
Sure,
like...
I'm just making the point that, like, if coverage contributes to it, then I mean, like, you know, we've done that too.
No. I'm not saying coverage contributes to it. I'm saying the type of coverage, okay? I know they think they're being all like, oh, yeah, this is a responsible news story. We're telling everyone how dangerous it is.
I don't even think that they think that. I think they look at this type of news story and they see dollar signs. I think that's all it is at the end of the day. Yeah, and I know it's like saying that everybody involved in these news networks is a shady piece of shit, but the higher ups, they sure are. They have agendas, and they don't give a shit. They care about money at the end of the day, and they're going to push the stories that make them money.
Yeah, they're always looking at what the kids are doing nowadays, and apparently this stupid challenge on TikTok is what kids are doing nowadays.
Yeah. Something else a dumb person is doing on social media is Josh Feuerstein, which is a name I have not heard in a long time.
Fat Fred Durst?
Yep.
My boy.
Yeah, the offspring of Kevin James and Fred Durst has taken it upon himself to deny the existence of the coronavirus. So let's get into that.
Oh my
god.
Man, I thought...
Josh Feuerstein,
he's still around?
Hey, guys.
You exactly why you do not have to worry about the coronavirus, right? A bunch of trumped up, overhyped media sensationalism and what the purpose behind it is. Okay, here's the thing. In 2016, they started planning to get rid of Donald Trump, but they couldn't do it with the Russia hoax, the collusion, the impeachment gate, all of this phony baloney that they tried. Well, it didn't work. And meanwhile,
baloney.
While they were doing all of that, Trump was still giving us the best economy we've ever had. The Dow Jones is higher than it's ever been, and we're experiencing growth we've never had.
Yeah, dude, billionaires are richer than ever, dude.
On paper,
giant fucking corporations and the top 1%. Yeah, they're seeing profit, but like the average American, not fucking really. What the average American is seeing is like, local commerce suffering greatly. Yeah.
I'm just so sick of these lies.
Only the top 1% are seeing any of the progress from this economic growth. I mean, if it was trickling down to the actual people, I'd give Trump that. I mean, I'll say that the economy hasn't fucking crashed, but I mean, at this point, it's looking awfully similar to how things were leading up to 2008. Like, things seemed okay at first, but all of a sudden, that's why it's called an economic fucking crash, because the 1% have so fucking much and everyone else has so little.
Yep.
Yeah, and then everyone else has to bail out the top 1%.
Yep, again.
That's a beautiful thing, like, let's bail out the people who have the financial means to fucking pay their own fucking share.
And it goes on and on and on.
Well, they know that they're not going to win with this kind of economy, so they have to try to tank it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what the media does. In fact, do you guys remember that the same media that's telling us we're all going to die from coronavirus, they're the same people that gave us...
I don't think any media organization has proclaimed, or maybe some has, but it's like some obscure bullshit.
They're more saying, be on the lookout.
Any mainstream or... Yeah, but I mean, like, he's stating that, like, they're telling us that we're gonna die of it. No, what they're saying is that it's a cause for concern. That's what they're fucking aiming for with their coverage.
They could probably do better on their wording in terms of that, because there's obviously like in some huge cities there's like a bunch of panic going on in like grocery stores and shit. But at the same time though, they're not saying everyone's gonna fucking die. They're not saying that. They're saying that okay, this thing might be a problem in the future.
Well, dude, here's the thing.
According to Josh Feuerstein, they are.
Well, look,
I don't give a fuck about Fat Fred Durst's opinion.
Dude, the media does engage in fear-mongering, okay? They do that, and maybe to an extent they are making this seem like it's more of something to be terrified of than it is. But the fact is, the coronavirus is fucking real. It's not a media hoax. Does the media maybe use it to their advantage? Sure. What don't they use to their advantage in order to get more views?
SARS and mad cow disease and swine flu and bird flu and Ebola. Yeah, you guys remember how the world was going to end back then too? And what the other people do is they use the crash in order to make a bunch of money on the stock market, betting against it and then buying low and letting it come back. This is all nothing more than a conspiracy, which is why...
Yeah, exactly. It is nothing more than a fucking conspiracy, Josh. I mean, like, what possible evidence do you have to back this up?
Watch Josh end up with the virus somehow. Just watch.
Oh, that'd be so fucking beautifully poetic.
So
that would be ironic. That'd be very ironic.
Here's the thing. Like I've made the mistake of making this comparison before too. How the coronavirus is different from all these other things is like it's more of like coronavirus. It is more widespread and everything, but it's more of the media is blowing it out of proportion and how it affects people. more than anything else, and that's why there's a lot of fear mongering about it. So yeah, it is fear mongering like there was with Ebola and all these other things, but it's not so cut and clear that you can just say like, no, this is exactly like how the swine flu and Ebola and all this other shit was. No, it's a different type of case of media manipulation, I would say. Like the coronavirus, it's a different beast altogether. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're not telling you that 99.5% of the people that contract coronavirus, it's not fatal. Now, we feel bad that there are people that are over in China, in one case here in the States, where somebody passed away. We feel horrible about that. But don't...
I bet you're shedding tears and losing sleep.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. As long as he wasn't a liberal.
He's praying for him.
Into the lie. In fact, for all the people that are wanting to blame it on Trump, the New York Times saying that we should call it the Trump virus, you remember it was actually Trump that told us to stop buying.
I like how Josh's fucking phone is like recognizing his voice as background noise that it should just like cancel out.
Yeah.
Appropriately.
A helicopter flying by. A lot more interesting.
He said,
it sure is.
Buy stuff that's American made. You want to know why the stock market's crashing? Is because everybody's worried.
Shit that's American made. I mean, like half of the electronic devices you own were like manufactured by fucking kids in Bangladesh and shit.
This is finally something.
What are you fucking talking about?
This is finally something I found, which I'm like seriously like something I can dig my teeth into, because I hate this idea. Like, no, the Trump administration has turned a fucking blind eye to the coronavirus. Like, sure, media organizations have blown it out of proportion more than it actually is, but the Trump administration has fucking underplayed it. You know that there's a middle ground between these two things, which is actually fucking reality. Just because the media is blowing out of proportion doesn't mean that we need to completely fucking shrug it off and treat it like it's nothing at all. That's fucking bullshit.
Yep.
No, they have Mike Pence on the case.
Oh yeah,
a man with like a gigantic fetish for science denial.
He's praying, dude.
God, dude, don't fucking remind me.
He did a prayer circle for it. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, problem solved.
How about we make a prayer circle around making a fucking like vaccination for this shit?
Let's build a wall around Mike Pence.
That the supply chain from China is going to be cut off. So
man, that was
the
cringe.
stocks are diving. So guys, don't buy into this stuff. Take a moment, share the video.
No.
I'm good.
I mean, we're sharing it, but not in the way that you want us to. We're making fun of you, so I hope you appreciate that.
Yep, you are what you eat.
Fred Durst, ugly motherfucker, fat piece of shit.
I respect Fred Durst significantly more ever since I watched Josh back in like 2013. No. At least Fred contributed something. You know, what the hell has Josh contributed except migraines?
I mean, that's true.
Yeah,
Josh,
exactly.
well, he contributed. He's the inspiration for the wonderful character Josh Moronstein. Or
Josh Horstein.
Dear Mr. Atheist, how do you do?
I'm gonna
and that song, dude. That song wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this retard. So I guess he has contributed something.
Barely.
But... I'll have you know, he contributes to the economy by being like the #1 customer at Burger King.
No. He's not even a Burger King guy. He's a fucking White Castle guy. Not even regular fast food places want to see his mug in there. White Castle.
All right, let's move on to more coronavirus shit.
Yay!
Fortunately, from what I understand, you know, it is.
Oh, so this is a Frank Wachinski. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, one of the people who survived the coronavirus in the U.S. So they brought him on Fox News, and he's coughing, he's sweating. So just keep that in mind, I guess.
It's contagious, but the death rate.
They brought him on just to cough immediately.
Yeah, kind
of. So, yeah, I understand the fear.
Yeah, well, we can see you still have a cough. What do the doctors say about your own condition moving forward as we wrap this up?
Excuse me. Let me get some of that. They said,
that's a good idea.
Wait, isn't he recovering from a virus that has no cure and they're sharing a water bottle?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Dude, I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Dude, I'm pretty sure his daughter already has it.
Oh, Lord.
It doesn't seem like it. I mean,
dude,
maybe she does.
Sitting there with him like that if she didn't already have it.
Remember when I showed you that tweet earlier, Swag, about like we're screwed with the coronavirus because the average American's really stupid? Yeah. Prime example. Exhibit A.
Mr. Wachinski.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got tested twice, negative both times.
I'm still coughing.
The cough Probably just nerves.
Yeah.
Nerves? That's why you were
apparently.
coughing, not because you got over the coronavirus? Okay. Sure thing, dude.
Fine.
Just awfully convenient, all I'll say.
Yeah. So Joe Biden, I guess like like how he accidentally revealed through like a Freudian slip that he's running for president.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the only person who's running. I mean, who would be running. Okay, fine. Good job, Joe.
Dude, I missed the time back before we knew that he was
senile.
running, man. I missed that.
Oh, I called it. I knew that would happen. Anyway, yeah, the same thing happened again, but this time with Kamala Harris endorsing him.
Ugh, Kamala Harris.
To all of Amy's folks, to all of Pete's folks, to all of Kamala's folks, to all the folks who have Beto's folks, I tell you what a gigantic difference it's made.
Yeah, so there you go.
He knew he fucked up because he stumbled and said Beto's folks at the end.
Dude, his tone makes me worried about him, actually. Like, I'm scared he's just gonna fall over one of these days. Like, people are scared that Bernie's gonna fall over. No, fucking Biden sounds like he's gonna bite the dust any minute.
Yeah.
Hopefully he falls over before he gets the nomination, at least.
Fingers crossed. I don't even know who his vice president would even be. So, I don't even know.
I've seen some suggestions.
I bet it would be like Amy
Mike
Klobuchar or some shit like that.
Mike Pence, yeah.
Mike Pence runs for a Democratic vice president role now.
Dude, I bet it'll be like Michelle Obama.
No, don't even say that, dude.
Turn up for what?
I don't want it, dude, but it could happen.
You take that back, Jay. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, Jay.
I don't trust me, dude. I don't want that to be.
So then we would have the first man to be vice president then.
Dude, Jay, if they come out, if Joe Biden comes out tomorrow and he says that and he announces that, I'm gonna blame you. I'm going to blame you. It will be your fault if it happens tomorrow. Okay?
I would rather.
I'd rather that out there.
I'd rather have fucking Bloomberg back.
Oh no!
Than Michelle.
No,
well, dude,
Michelle ruined school lunches for me in my last little bit of tenure of school. Fuck her.
She did ruin school lunches. She did ruin school lunches.
We used to have Cokes and shit at lunch. Now we got like Powerade Zero and stuff that tastes like battery acid.
Bloomberg wants to take away like soft drinks too.
I don't care. I'd rather have Bloomberg back so we can laugh at him more. I'd rather have that.
The problem though. Okay, look, liberals love Obama. They especially love Michelle Obama, and people wanted her to run. You know, maybe Michelle Obama on the ticket is exactly what Joe Biden would need. I don't want to see that any more than you do, because I think that would actually give Joe Biden a chance, and I don't want him to win because he's not a good fucking choice. You know, clearly it needs to be fucking Bernie, and fucking Elizabeth Warren needs to fucking endorse Bernie. And stop being a fucking bitch, and just fucking admit.
I don't want Stuttering John as the Democratic candidate. I really don't. Like, don't America, please.
Go to Joe.
Dude,
go to Joe.
He
30330.
Yeah, dude.
He's fighting to fucking remember the words.
Super Inhuman thinks it's gonna be Hillary.
Oh my god! No.
Yeah, you want
Please
everybody
no.
to vote Trump again?
Dude,
you
that
bring her back.
Dude, that will assure that he loses.
Yes,
if
he's already gonna lose anyway if he goes up against Trump. But if you want him to definitely lose, you make Hillary his fucking running mate.
Pokemon go to the polls.
And then they lost.
The first time I heard that clip in 2016, because my mom watches like the regular news and stuff. When I saw that clip, everybody was like, "Wow, she's so good with puns and stuff," and I was nauseous looking at that. I'm like,
what?
Who the fuck said that, yo?
Boomer fucking news people who were trying to not be biased, but they came off as very biased.
That is extremely biased, dude, and that's insulting to the fucking good name of comedy, dude. That's
like,
not
I'm not even
pun,
a
that's
Pokemon
fucking...
fan, and I was just like, oh, don't.
Dude, you know what I'm afraid of? You know what I'm afraid of? This is what I'm seriously afraid of. I'm afraid that if Biden wins the nomination, he'll be like,
well, you know, I won the nomination, but if you want, you can be my vice president, Bernie.
and I know Bernie would agree to it, which would break my heart, because you know he would.
Yeah.
You know he would.
Well,
Dude, all I'm saying is
listen, Joe and I were good friends. I'll accept this offer.
Well, because at that point, dude, I believe. Look, I could see why Bernie would do it, because it'd be like, look, this is the only hope I have of getting into the White House at this point. This is the only hope I have of making any change. So if I have to bite the bullet and be Biden's VP, at least I'm able to accomplish something.
Dude, if you want a majority of America to hate you, you make Biden the fucking candidate. Everybody in America will hate him.
That's what the DNC wants, apparently. America already hates them. The Democratic voter base already hates them. So
okay, one of the two parties you would think in a constitutional republic that the United States is in, you would think you want the American people to like you and not despise you. But they do everything in their power the last several years to really make people hate them. And I am impressed. I'm impressed at how inept they are and how awful they are at their jobs.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that guy on the bottom left. He's got a fucking Obama hat on.
Is it Trump?
It's like,
no, it's not Trump.
Like, you can't just fucking go back to the Obama years. I'm so sick of people pushing that narrative as though that's an option. No, that's long in the past. And
what even happened during the Obama years? Not much. Obamacare?
Very little. He tried to be bipartisan, and it's just backfired. But you cannot go back to the Obama years, and even if you do, that would not be a desirable outcome, because that's what led up to Trump getting elected.
Dude, if Biden becomes a candidate, like, that's just a surefire reason why I've never voted and will never not vote. Dude, clearly my vote means dick.
That's the argument that Bernie really needs to be making, is that all Joe Biden stands for is a return to the Obama years, which is what got Trump elected in the first place, because people wanted something different.
Dude, it frustrates me so much the way Bernie... I love Bernie... But it's really starting to piss me off the way he just won't fucking treat this as the fucking urgent fucking fight that it is, as the fucking like revolution that he claims. Like, he says we need a political revolution. Where the fuck is it, Bernie? You don't fucking say that. Oh yeah, my opponent is my good friend. My good friend. My
That's
opponent.
Not his character, man. That's just not Bernie's character. He's not that guy.
I understand that, dude, but it's getting frustrating,
you played a video,
especially when you look around and say, like, look, the regular people in America are the ones that are going to fucking suffer if Bernie doesn't win the presidency. If Bernie doesn't win, you know what? He'll be fine. His family will be fine, It's the rest of us that'll fucking suffer if it's another 4 years of fucking Trump.
And Jay, you did a broadcast last night where you played a video of, like, Bernie responding to a question from, reporters.
Yeah.
One of them asked him, like, what do you make of the argument that Joe is the most electable? And he's like, it's a good argument. It's like, no, it's fucking not.
He's not the most electable. What the fuck?
Yeah, because he's gonna fucking lose. Like, as his opponent, you should not be saying, yeah, the main argument that people make in favor of voting for my opponent is a good argument.
Yeah.
You don't fucking do
exactly.
that. It doesn't matter how fucking well you get along with him. As far as, like, this political race goes, he's your fucking antagonist right now.
Well, I'll say this, because I am starting to suspect that maybe the way Bernie's been behaving on this campaign trail, it's been a little odd, to say the least, at sometimes. I almost wonder if he's literally not allowed, if there's something keeping him from, like, attacking Joe Biden. If, like, the DNC is like, nope,
yeah, he's gonna get fucking Epstein if he says anything. He's gonna get Epstein.
Hillary
yeah, like, who knows? I don't know, dude.
Oh, Bernie fell off a cliff. He tripped off of a cliff.
Yeah, like, an hour before he died, we get, like, a deep fake Twitter video where it's like, I'm suicidal, fuck life,
or it's gonna be like that one dude in the early 2000s who shot himself in the head twice. That's literally what's gonna happen.
But dude, I'm not even saying Bernie would end up dead.
You're gonna find, like, Bernie's body fucking loaded with bullets and shells, and, like, they're like, what happened? Like,
shot
a recreation of like, yeah, he shot himself like 50 times, and it's basically like, that guy in South Park in that, like, the zombie homeless episode where, like, he fails to kill himself like 50 times with one gun. They're gonna present it as that and be like, oh, it's a tragedy.
Joe Biden seems like the type of dude to fail to kill himself. Like, he'll try to shoot himself, but his stutter will freaking move his head and he'll miss shooting himself in the head.
He just ends up, like, shooting out his, like, the eyeball that almost popped live on TV.
He just shoots a smiley face in the wall behind him. because he keeps fucking.
I mean, just
missing the
going
bullets.
back to the argument people make about Joe Biden being the most electable, he's not. He's a doddering old fucking idiot who is prone to going on tangents that make no sense at all and connect to no
The kid
point
used to
whatsoever.
pull my leg hairs while I was in the pool.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
he forgot the color blonde. Like, as he's
Blonde,
talking
blonde,
to people
blonde,
about...
blonde.
I had...
Corn
and then, like, on TV... His fucking eyeball is just, like, bloody. There's, like, a vein that fucking popped mid-sentence.
Yeah, it was Corn Pop. He came back. Gave him a piece of his mind.
This man is not the most electable. Bernie is.
Yep.
He just is.
Yeah, even if you don't agree with Bernie's, like, policies exactly, in terms of the most, ready candidate, it has to be Bernie. It has to be. Just the way he carries himself at his like, rallies and stuff, it's Bernie. Like, it's common sense that Bernie should be the fucking dude to go up against Trump. He stands the best chance. At this point, it should just be like, who is best to go up against Donald Trump? And it's Bernie. Because Warren's going to get smoked, Biden's going to get smoked, and the only other person that really stood a chance was fucking Yang, and, you know, we know what happened to Yang. He's on CNN now.
Well, there is the other Biden. You know his vote for the other.
I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about the other
If you
Biden.
don't like me, vote for the other Biden. Who the fuck is that?
There's also Mayor Pete, too. I forgot that Did you know that he was gay and he served in the military?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. We should vote for him just because
By
of
the
those
way, he
two
was
reasons.
gay and did serve in the military.
Oh, that too.
And also, fun fact, he was homosexual and served in our nation's military.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
If you're a if you're a patriotic person or you're an actual advocate for LGBT rights, then you will vote for Mayor Pete. And if you don't, then you're a fucking homophobic, anti-American piece of shit.
Yeah, like
I call bullshit.
Like I'm a pretty patriotic guy in terms of being an American and stuff, but the argument that I have to vote for you in office because you served in the military is fucking horseshit. Like, what about you having good policies? That's why I want to put you in office, because I feel like you can make a difference and actually put forth policies that I agree with and I think is better for everybody. Not the fact
you know
that
what, dude?
Serving in the military.
Well, you know what? I find it fucking ironic because it's like, oh, yes, Mayor Pete, he's gay and he was in the military. Well, what about Tulsi? She's a woman and she was in the military.
Yeah,
so,
Never mind
fuck her, though, dude. She actually wants to change things.
She has, like, this feud with fucking Hillary Clinton, so we can't talk about
She's
her.
Hawaiian. She's not even a real American.
Dude, the DNC sided with a fucking white woman who pretended to be Native American over an actual woman of color who served in the military. And yet they want to pretend they're fucking progressive. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's funny, too, because, like, Yang was the last candidate on stage who's, like, a person of color. And the DNC did, like, everything they could to, like, fuck him over when it came to polling. So eventually it's like Yang's not on stage, and they're asking all of these white candidates about, like, what about, like, you know, representation of people of color? It's like,
why don't you ask the guy who's a minority?
You specifically went out of your way to prevent a person of color from being on stage to respond to this question.
And when you do ask Yang a question, it's a fucking stupid question.
Yeah, it always is. That's true.
Yeah, it's like, you know, they ignored Yang for, like, you know, 15 minutes straight, and then they're like, okay, final question, Mr. Yang. You know, if there's something, you know, you want to apologize for like any other candidate, or give them a gift, you know, in
that fucking
in the spirit
pissed
of
me
the
off
holiday.
so much. Oh my god, you showed me that.
Tell,
that
you
was
could
the
tell that
dumbest
he got
question,
upset by
dude.
that, because he just looked at them like, okay, I've met the requirements for polling. I've been here all night and I've been ignored, and now you're asking me this?
Yeah, it's fucking shameful, man. This whole fucking election cycle has been fucking shameful, even more than 2016. And that's an accomplishment, honestly.
We shouldn't be surprised, though. We shouldn't be. This is a
I'm not surprised.
They did this to Bernie in 2016, and now they're gonna maybe potentially do it to him again in this fucking election. And
it's entirely possible they will.
Definitely.
So either way,
possible.
Oh my god,
they will.
Either way, America's gonna get laughed at. Either way, Trump got reelected, lol, or Biden became the candidate, lol. Like, it's, God.
You guys ready for Kanye in 2024?
Oh my god.
I am.
The fuck Kanye,
Fuck it.
dude.
Well,
Kanye's a fucking prick.
Dude,
I hate
I've said this many times before. I just want to put this out here. I'm completely 100% genuine when I say this. I think Kanye West will run for president 2024. I think that's who Trump's gonna have be his successor.
Well, he's been posturing for it for a while now, dude. And what do you think that fucking Christian album he put out was for? Hey guys, you guys know I'm a Christian, right? Y'all know I'm turning my life around, right? Y'all know I'm like a Republican now, right? Y'all know I'm best friends with Trump now, right? Y'all are gonna vote for me, right? When Trump's out of office, right? Y'all are gonna vote for me. Not first black president. I guess first rapper president, yo. I'm gonna be the first rapper president. I'm Kanye. I'm a genius.
But I'm sure he was mixed. He'd be the first full
I'm gonna be the first
American.
full black president, y'all. Y'all don't even know, motherfuckers. Kanye 2024.
Kanye's like, fuck that Oreo shit. I'm full black.
Yeezy.
Vote for me.
Yeezy.
Oh my fucking
dude.
god! See, here's why
Yeezy
Underhaven's no longer on Twitch, man. Jesus.
Yeezy 2024.
Yes.
Dude.
I want to point something out. We've got quite a good fucking number of viewers right now. We've got like 30 people watching. If you guys want to drop a like, that'll help out a lot. That helps the channel. YouTube algorithm fucking demands likes and comments and all that shit. But I also appreciate all you guys just for viewing. So thank you very much.
Thank you. By the way, link down below to the Underhaven Discord.
And the reason everybody's here is because of me, so you're welcome.
Oh, it's all because it's all because of you, man. All these people showed up because of you, man.
What can I say? I'm a natural.
You're the one thing that hasn't been here until now, so it's you.
No. I've secretly been a guest. I just haven't been listed or I haven't been talking.
Oh, I see.
Well, you know what? I think we should replace me with this guy because clearly he's able to pull in the viewers.
Hey.
I think this guy should run for president. Let's do this guy to.
Okay, no. Calm down.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. No, the fucking skeletons in my closet, they just have to pull out the 2 terabytes of porn I have on my computer. Be like, you want this guy as president? This guy?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you had a dude get his cock sucked in office. You're gonna give me shit about watching porn.
Maybe that's why Bernie's so reluctant to attack Joe Biden, because the government's like, if you do this, we're gonna publish your 5 terabytes of hentai, and we're gonna link it to your name, and people will know what you're into. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude, that's what the DNC has over Bernie.
I'm gonna coom.
Oh my god! I never thought I wanted that. A fucking coom video with a Bernie Sanders impression. Jesus Christ!
Okay, if somebody out there can do a decent Bernie Sanders impression, please make that and send it to our show.
Yeah, please.
Oh yes.
Yes, just so Swag can show me in the multiple voice chats that we have, and he can torture me with it. Just like with the multiple other things he tortures me with,
appropriately so. You deserve it,
Smiths. He tortures me with the Smiths.
I do. But there's a light that never goes out, Jake.
Yeah.
Take me out
tonight. Oh, so here's another Joe Biden blunder that I forgot to play on the last show we did.
Oh Lord!
You're the ones that sent Barack Obama the presidency, and I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay? That's all.
So
that was all one word.
I just want to mention. So number one, the way he speaks, it sounds like he's got a mouth full of marbles. It's not at all. It's
dirt.
I'm running for the United States president. It's like, no, you have to enunciate. You're a public speaker.
And he doesn't know how to space his words either, so it just sounds like one giant run-on sentence.
Yeah,
with one word.
In terms of eloquency, just way off. And on top of that, it's like he says that he's vote for the other Biden, which a joke, I guess. I think, I don't know,
Not really.
maybe with Joe Biden, you just don't know. And third of all, the last point I want to make is that he mentioned he's running for U.S. Senate. No, Joe.
You know what? Hey, you know what? No.
It's
fine,
United
dude.
States.
If he thinks he's running for Senate, let him, dude. Because you know what? Bernie's running for president. Let people vote for Joe for Senate. And vote for Bernie for president, and there you go.
I'm fine with that, but isn't it kind of concerning that the front runner who people say is the most electable, just casually, it's just I'm running for Senate.
You know what else I saw? I also saw that members of his campaign are trying to limit the amount of events that he's doing to, have as many flubs as few flubs as possible. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want him out there.
You would think a dude who's supposed to be like the chief citizen of the country would be able to speak fluent fucking sentences. Like,
Okay, so somebody in the chat pointed out that, like, I stutter and shit too, but I'm not a public speaker. I'm not running for president of the United States. I'm just some fucking fat stoner commenting on politics.
Okay, and the amount of mistakes that Joe makes.
Never mind.
Like, nothing he says is correct, dude. It's not just a bit of stuttering here and there, okay? I understand someone stuttering, but dude, he's factually wrong about so much. He said he got fucking thrown in prison going to visit Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, he speaks without any fucking substance. That's the problem.
Claims to come from a blue-collar family, but he went to Ochsmere Academy.
But this is what I'm saying, man. This is why he needs to run as the first stoner president, because no one would assume that he had all this fucking dementia if he ran as the first stoner president.
Yeah, they thought, okay, this guy's smoking some, like, good shit then. All right, I'll throw him in. Fuck it. He's one of us. But no.
Hell yeah, dude.
We got
but no. He's just a fucking old man with nothing to fucking offer this country at all. Fuck him.
Being fat is not good for you. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Exactly.
Swag is fat. I thought you were skinny. I'm like skinny fat.
Fuck you, Joe.
Skinny.
Swag's been doing very good recently, though. He's been on a decent diet. I've been actually keeping an eye on him.
Dude, that's a revolutionary
I give him workout advice. I never worked out a day in my life, so that was a lie. I just been keeping him on the straight and narrow.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
So, back to Mike Pence. So Mike Pence wants creationism taught in public schools.
Huh.
No.
No.
Dude. Well, we just got rid of this shit. What is the... Oh, my God.
Shouldn't you worry about getting rid of the fucking coronavirus since you're in charge of it?
Yeah, that's his job,
Shouldn't that be your number one priority right now to make sure that...
you know what? Never mind. I see it here. This is an article from 2016. I don't know how the fuck this came across my radar, but I guess we could get into it because
it still shows how incompetent Mike Pence is.
Yeah, let's take a look at it a little bit because this is still something that he no doubt advocates for. Like, I'm sure Pence hasn't changed his opinion these past years.
This just shows the guy that wants fucking creationism in school is the same guy they fucking put on the coronavirus. Good job, Trump.
Oh, and take a look at this. It says right here in 2002 that he did something. Apparently he did a speech regarding this.
In 2002, Pence delivered a passionate speech on the floor of the House of Representatives arguing that evolution is, quote, only a theory. Can we just fucking... How many fucking times is this argument gonna be made? Like, it's just a theory. Like, Mike Pence. Dear fucking Mike Pence, my buddy, my guy, my dude, you can go to notjustatheory.com. There's a literal website dedicated to this tired old fucking dog shit argument.
Yep.
Okay, within scientific context, theory takes on a different fucking meaning. It's basically above laws. So... educate thyself and learn about this before you spew shit like this.
He went the Shakespeare route.
Yeah. I mean, like, because this is someone who's, like, of actual political importance right now. Someone who has a lot of power and influence. And like, this is the record I'm looking at. This is the past that I'm supposed to look at and be like, oh, yeah, good. No, it's verbal fucking defecation. Yeah. Fuck Mike Pence. So, I guess we could move on to coronavirus, because, I mean, like, what else is there to add to that?
Let's go back to the coronavirus.
I've got nothing else to offer on that now.
We went from Joe Biden to coronavirus, back to Joe Biden, then back to coronavirus. Man, this is great. I love the positivity we're spewing here. This is great.
Go to Joe 30.
309.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show the entire video, so we'll just play it like this. So, Iran's deputy health minister was seen wiping his face.
Did you say the N-word? Play that again. You said the
N-word. It sounded like it.
Oh, shit! Whoa!
I thought I heard the N-word and my ears weren't wrong.
Why'd you do that? Come on. Okay, I'm glad we're no longer on Twitch.
And here's why Underhaven's no longer on Twitch.
Dude, play the soundbite. Play the soundbite, man. I want to hear it.
Okay, here's why Underhaven no longer exists on Twitch.
Fucking Iran. Okay, so this is like moments before he was diagnosed with the coronavirus. So he's seen just like being a total fucking sick mess on stage right next to this other guy.
Maybe he's sick.
Oh my god, is he gonna hand the tissue next to him just like that dad handed his daughter the water bottle? He's gonna hand him the tissue, here you go, and use it.
Yeah, so there you go, a day later. I had a fever from yesterday. My primary test results came up positive last night. I'm just gonna read this for the folks listening on Spotify and shit. And since then, I have isolated myself. A few minutes ago, I have been told that the final test came out positive.
I have AIDS.
Yes, as well, and I am beginning treatment soon. I'm not too bad. I have a bit of sore body and a little bit of fever, which hopefully will get better. Sounds like a hangover so far.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, fever. You just need some fast food in you.
For sure, we will overcome the fight against the virus within the next few weeks. I mean, if you're talking about you recovering, that's possible, but we're not gonna find a vaccine for it yet.
Fighting it now, honestly, we should really start to get on this as soon as possible before it gets bad. But
hey, I'll have you know, Mike Pence prayed, so just back off, buddy.
I don't give a flying Frenchman's fuck what Mike Pence did. Okay?
Pray doesn't do jack shit, and that's why I don't like someone like Mike Pence being part of the fucking Trump administration, because he just thinks prayer is the solution to everything. That's what I don't. I really don't like that shit.
You know what, Animancer? That's way too far. Mike Pence's faith is deeply personal to him. And for you to criticize that as though it's superstitious nonsense, I mean, come the fuck on.
If his faith is personal to him, then he can keep it to himself.
Yeah, dude. No. That's what you're supposed to do, dude.
The United States was founded on Christian values. I'll have you know, most of the founders were deeply religious Christians.
They weren't Christians. They were theists. They just believed in God. They didn't believe in the Bible.
Some of them.
Okay, but which God is the real God?
God.
Yahweh. There you go.
God.
How about none of them?
Gord.
What else do we have?
باشید که ما کرونا رو شکست میدیم. مطمئن باشید از ته قلب اینو میگم. مراقب خودتون باشید.
Thank you.
Well, I hope he does get better though. Like that's horrible. I don't want anybody going through that.
It gets better. Yeah. Hopefully he's gonna be fine. Yeah, something else that I saw on social media today that I thought about pulling for the show was people looting stores and you know, paying customers sometimes fighting over stuff like toilet paper. Apparently that's a thing that's happening in California and the UK at least.
I was saying that like all of
these. I don't know.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yep, totally.
I mean, it's not, like it's stupid, but is it shocking? No, people are stupid and they're gonna believe everything that they hear. So when they say, "Oh, there's a virus on the fucking way," you know, some dumbass is probably gonna think it's a zombie outbreak. So he's probably gonna run in there and get as much of shit as possible, like virus, and he's just gonna go in there and get a bunch of shit, like max out on all the toilet paper. So it's not shocking.
And you know that like some people take advantage of situations like these for their own gain, like, oh, there's a bunch of panic going on, and people are frantic about this. I'm gonna just run in, grab whatever I want, and just run out. Because I mean, like, who the fuck's gonna stop me?
Yeah, people who burglarize are rubbing their hands.
You know, I've heard a lot of cases of people going out and like buying out all the fucking like hand sanitizer and shit, and then they go on like fucking eBay or whatever, and they sell it there at like a higher price, and people actually fucking buy it at like a premium price because it's sold out in some places around where they live. It's crazy shit, man.
I hope to God those fucking doomsday buckets or whatever that what the hell?
Oh my God, Jim Baker.
Jim Baker. I hope they're not selling even more now because of the. You know for a fact, he's definitely
fucking okay. Something interesting relating to the coronavirus, at least like as far as I can tell, is that Tim Pool is now selling Jim Baker's bonus buckets, and it's interesting because like Tim Pool has been hyping up this coronavirus shit, and it's like, okay, you know, we cover it.
It's not something you should be hyping up.
I just want to say, like, okay, well, fear mongering. I'll put it that way. So Tim Pool has been talking a lot about the coronavirus, and he's like, you know, you should be concerned about this. This is serious. This is something that, you know, can impact you easily. And he goes on and on about that. And then, at the same time, he has this fucking bonus bucket deal with Jim Baker.
Dude.
Where it's like, survivalism kit number fucking 85 deluxe. Get it now, 50% off. Use the promo code TimPool.
I just want to put this into perspective for those who don't know.
I'm just saying, I think the timing of those two things, coinciding, I think that's kind of interesting. I'll just put it that way.
I'm going to put this into perspective for those who don't know exactly what Jim Baker did. He served prison time for what he's doing now, years ago. He served prison time, and now he came back out, and he's doing the exact same shit he was doing prior to getting thrown in prison. And people are just okay with it. They're just like, yep, all right, whatever. Go ahead.
Because he's a man of God.
Yeah, he's a
dude. I'm gonna just say right now,
annoyance.
Tim Pool. This confirms what I've been saying about Tim Pool. Tim Pool is a huckster and a fucking opportunist that relies on fear-mongering in order to, get people all scared and listening to him. And
he uses fear-mongering
smear tactics. Dude, he uses fear-mongering smear tactics against Bernie Sanders, anyone with any fucking progressive ideas, fucking AOC, smearing AOC and Ilhan and fucking who else?
Gets on my last
anyone
nerve.
fucking progressive, Tulsi, he's just smearing people, dude. He is just the exact fucking same as the news media. He just pretends to be independent. Oh, look at me, I'm Tim Pool. I'm an independent news fucking commentator, so you can trust me. No, you fucking can't. No, you fucking can't. Tim Pool is a charlatan. Fuck Tim Pool.
Charlatan. That's a good word. I should use that one more often. Like if somebody gets my order wrong at Wendy's, I'm just gonna be like, you fucking charlatan. Eat a bag of dicks.
Charlatan.
Educate thyself.
Educate thyself with the cheeseburger ways.
Tim Pool disgusts me. Fuck him.
Fuck Tim Pool, honestly. I'm sick of the beanie. I'm sick of seeing that fucking beanie. Just let your scalp breathe.
Don't you wear a beanie though, Swags? Why is shit?
Come on, Crispy, let your scalp breathe.
I'm sorry, what, Jake?
You wear a beanie, so why you shitting on him for wearing a beanie? Oh, it's because it's him, because it's Tim Pool.
I don't always wear a beanie. I don't have one on now.
I have Tim Stool. I don't give a shit about him. Why are we talking about Tim Stool, man?
Okay, here's the difference between me and Tim Pool. I'm just gonna make this bullshit argument because fuck it, why not? My beanie, the one that I had that on during winter. When there's like snow and cold outside. Tim Pool has that on all year round, so it's gathering, it's soaking up sweat and just filth and grime.
Let me ask you a
shit
question: does
annually.
he wear that beanie because he's bald or is balding? Is that why he wears it?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, well then that makes complete sense. Then fair enough.
Somebody he argued with on Twitter pulled it off, and he got really butthurt.
Dude, I wear a beanie. Okay, and here's why I wear a beanie. I wear a beanie because I have long fucking hair, and my hair gets in the way, so I wear a fucking beanie to keep it out of the way,
Same here.
But
I wear it sometimes for that, too.
I have like 2 or 3 of them, and I wash those fuckers.
Well, I don't have that much hair, so I can't necessarily comment on the whole long hair thing, but yeah.
Dude, I agree. I even have a fucking vlog show called Under the Hood, and I only wear a hood like 30% of the fucking time, man. I can't even remember the last time I've worn my purple hoodie on a stream before.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Fucking Wendy's. Dude,
ages.
Wendy's is a fast food place. Don't at me. Like, if you actually, think you have a good mindset and you have good opinions and stuff, you go to Wendy's. Wendy's has the best burgers. They get the best everything, man. 10 out of 10. Would go again, and I probably will.
Oh, you are. You eat.
Underhaven is brought to you by Wendy's.
Because he's an EU scrub.
Dude, Wendy's is that is like a sponsor I would take. Fuck Raid Shadow Legends. I wouldn't accept their sponsorship, but
fuck yeah. If Wendy's, I choose between Red Bull or Wendy's, I'm choosing Wendy's in a heartbeat.
Yeah, dude, I would definitely accept Wendy's as a fucking sponsor. They should sponsor. They should have more fucking sponsors who are fucking YouTubers. Because I eat there all the fucking time when I get the opportunity. Dude, so yeah, I'll be your sponsor.
Wendy's should. Dude, Wendy's actually has a sense of humor too. You've seen that Twitter before, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's actually something that they would.
Or at least the
and should
person
do.
running the Twitter has a sense of humor. I don't know necessarily about the people in charge, like the fucking suits. I bet they're,
Well, sure, but like,
but to put someone like that in charge is a good decision, at least, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, they let someone like that run their Twitter, so clearly the company has a bit of a sense of humor.
Alan Ray has donated $2 and says Tim Pool and AIU wear beanies to look hard. Yeah, they try to wear them to look cool, I think, and to cover up their bald spots.
Or maybe my favorite like insult from TJ with regards to AIU was he called him like a failed fucking the failed abortion of Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Beanie, racist. Okay, we're saying beanie. Okay, dude.
Oh, by the way, I have the bonus buckets pulled up. We could have a look at that.
Oh yes, please.
God. Safe and ready meals powered by My Patriot Supply. What?
Patriot Supply. That God, I fucking hate being American sometimes. I love it and I fucking hate it. Jesus.
Yeah, because I mean, like they use jingoism to peddle shit like this.
By the way, I don't know if you've seen videos of like Jim Baker and them actually like getting the stuff like out of the buckets and actually making it like on the spot and stuff. It legit looks like vomit. It looked like somebody puked in a bucket, and he puts it in his mouth. He's like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" While he's trying not to gag.
He also makes his fucking like little sycophant toadies eat it too, because like they have to convince the audience that it's edible.
His plastic wife just goes, "Wow," all the time.
That's so.
Praise
good.
Jesus, hallelujah! Yeah, fuck off.
Yes. They're not selling this for cheap either.
Yeah, that's expensive, dude.
A 2-week emergency food supply features breakfast, lunches, and dinner with 92 servings. Meals and
that doesn't seem like a very good deal, dude.
Heavy duty for later pouches, 8 food varieties, up to 25-year shelf life. I mean,
yeah, it sits in your stomach for 25 years because it's like a fucking cement mixer.
Okay, if it's the end times and like most people have died, you're not gonna survive on Jim Baker's fucking bonus buckets where it's like, yeah, mac and cheese and mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
pancakes.
worried about making pancakes in the fucking apocalypse. I'm gonna worry about like not getting a bomb dropped on my head.
You're gonna be eating fucking like bugs and shit that you just find
or canned
you
goods at least.
Yeah, I mean, like if you find that, you're lucky. But even that has like a maximum shelf life.
Dude, let me tell you something right now. If we were in the apocalypse, dude, I would just like grab all the bottles of ketchup and just eat ketchup.
Dude, I would just
nobody's gonna go for the ketchup. They're gonna go for the beans.
Shit.
They're gonna go for the canned vegetables and shit. I'm going for the ketchup. Nobody's going after the ketchup. Okay, it has sugar in it. It's tomatoes. Like it's a underrated. Black sheep survival meal. Just ketchup.
You're gonna puke. My aunt, when she was like, 9 or so, like for some reason she just like ate a bunch of ketchup. I don't know why. Go fucking figure.
Well, at least I'm dying happy with my stomach full of ketchup.
It only took like a minute before she puked it all up and could not stomach ketchup for like at least 5 years.
Hey, Swag, you want to know who's not gonna eat bugs? Paul Joseph Watson.
I'm not fucking eating bugs, mate.
Imagine my shock.
An entire video of him just pissing and moaning about people eating bugs, and he's like, I don't want to do it. It's like, well, you don't have to. So shut the fuck up, you crybaby.
Honey's a good one. Yeah, Honey is.
Isn't he like one of these people who like makes fun of like SJW snowflakes and shit? But then when somebody eats something that he doesn't find appealing, he has to make an entire video whining about
bugs, bruv.
Fucking bugs.
On my mom's life.
Yeah,
Paul's he's a piece of work. Let me tell you that right now, Paul Joseph Watson.
Yeah, let me promote a bunch of fucking like basically neo-Nazis to pwn the libs. Good job, Paul. Good job. Doing it like a real solid favor for conservatism when you bunch them in with a bunch of like your conservative buddies like that. I'm not even like a conservative, but if I was, I'd be fucking furious at Paul Joseph Watson for doing that shit.
It makes him look bad.
Yeah, because it's like, you're basically equating me with people like, fucking, what's the guy's name? Richard Spencer. Shit like that. That kind of camp of people.
Old Dick Spencer.
Yeah, they too pwn the libtards. Check them out. Give them,
conservatism is the new punk rock.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so adhering to traditionalism because, traditional values, that's punk rock. Doing as you're told by a bunch of stuffy fucking Puritans, that's punk rock now, is it?
Yeah. Punk rock, the definite, like, it's breaking barriers and being an individual is conservatism. Okay, sure thing.
No, that's degeneracy, Jake. Don't do that. Just nod your fucking head and do as you're told.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're interested, they have a significant discount on this. Normally, they would sell this shit to you for $157, but for a limited time only, you can have it for $87.
Dude,
if you
that's
use,
still
Tim's
too
coupon
expensive.
code.
Dude, I can get a fleshlight, a really good fleshlight for less.
So let's see what you get. Traveler's Stew, you get that. 4
Traveler's
servings.
Stew, what is this, fucking Lord of the Rings?
Creamy chicken flavored rice, which doesn't look like rice. It looks maggoty.
Okay, and just to put this into perspective, the food on the pictures looks nothing like it does in real life. Let me just throw that out there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be served to you in a bucket.
8
servings?
Like,
what do you think it's gonna look like?
8 servings? How many people? What if it's just me? Like, good lord, I'm gonna live for like 70 years off this shit.
You're gonna be the fattest person alive at that point.
I already am the fattest person alive.
Even more so. So you have mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Long grain white rice. Buttermilk pancakes.
I can guarantee you there's no buttermilk in those pancakes. I can guarantee you that.
Southwest savory rice. Maple Grove oatmeal and homestyle potato soup.
But potato soup on its own doesn't even look appetizing. I can imagine what the Jim Baker version looks like.
Oh, I'm ready to become prepared. Go back top. Okay, and then you buy it. Okay.
Wait. So scroll back up. Look at the prices. Let me look at the prices again. Oh, so it is $297. You saved $100 off the 252 servings. Good lord, this is like something like if I had a fuck ton of disposable income, I'd buy someone this as a joke.
Well,
here you go. Well.
Oh, dude, DP, they bought some of this shit and they never got it.
Yeah, it never got delivered.
All I know is that I watched the Rhett and Link video of them actually trying it. And let me put it to you this way. Jim Baker fucked pudding up. How do you mess pudding up? It's pudding. See, look, chocolate pudding. They messed that up. It is not good pudding. A
25-year product guarantee. Isn't this like, for preppers who think that the end times are nigh?
Yeah, that's actually a TV show here in the States. It's called Doomsday Preppers. It's an actual TV show.
Yeah.
Dude, let me just put this in perspective, okay? Because this is like a 2-week supply of food for like, what was it, like $80-something, or like a 4-week supply for like $150. So, dude, that's not even enough, dude. Like that'll be gone in a few weeks.
Wait, so scroll back up a little bit.
Especially if you have more than one person trying to survive with you, dude.
Let me see. Hurricanes, epidemics, earthquakes, wildfires, civil unrest, power outages, terrorism, job loss. Job loss? How desperate am I? How desperate am I for food after I lose my job? First of all, I'm shitting with money. We could just
implement a UBI, which would take care of that, but no, instead just go get Jim Baker's bonus
civil
buckets.
unrest. No. Like, it'll just be cut to Kendall Jenner handing a cop a fucking Pepsi. That'll take care of it. That'll take care of it.
I like this. I want to get to this. Here's like the fear-mongering shit. And then the lights went out.
We all have
that story to tell in our lives. Several of them. The winds were howling, the ground shook, you could hear rushing water, and then history repeats itself.
What do you mean history repeats itself?
As I read this, I thought they were gonna like quote Dawn of the Dead and be like, when there's no more room in hell, the dead.
Wait. The ground shook, you can hear rushing water. Is that referring to Noah's Ark?
Huh?
Global flood?
I wouldn't put it past them.
You need a plan. This food supply provides the best of both worlds. Yeah, because
all right, Hannah Montana.
Eating like food out of a bucket for 25 fucking years. That's what I need when the end time comes.
Yes, I'm gonna eat this slop.
Again, dude, this food isn't gonna last you very long. Think of the actual doomsday.
I bought a couple of kits for my husband and me in case something went down, as they say. Oh, as those kids say, as something went down in the hood. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents were Yeah, my grandparents were always prepared with canned foods and emergency supplies. As I get older and getting the store on a regular basis is more of a hassle. I thought having some food on hand like this couldn't hurt. My husband said okay, but didn't seem too interested. Then our power went out with the flooding and storms for a few days, and we both ate some of our food supplies. These were easy to prepare and gave us a few meals instead of skipping. That's when we decided a couple of small kits weren't enough. Looking at the world these days, we both know having a couple months of food kits like this one on hand makes sense.
See?
These foods freed up plenty of cabinet space and will last a very long time if we should ever need it again in an emergency. Thank you for doing what you do! Exclamation point.
Dude,
Thank
people
you,
are buying
Betsy
like
M.
people are buying like
Betsy.
buckets and buckets of this shit, dude. Think of all the money that people are spending on this shit that they're never gonna use.
Imagine people buying this fucking shit when they need money for medical bills and shit because they actually have medical conditions that need they need to pay for medication. Instead, they're buying the Jim Baker bucket. The fucking name of the bucket sounds stupid when I'm saying it. The Jim Baker bucket.
Again, I want to emphasize
Jim
that as
Baker
soon
bucket.
as this coronavirus shit hit and Tim Pool is fear-mongering, that is when he gets a deal with this fucking company, My Patriot Supply, and he starts peddling a bunch of prepping materials.
Ugh, fucking hell, dude.
Fuck
this
him.
is
No, but he's independent, and he's triggering the libs. So don't worry about
independent of taxes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, you sound like his wife.
Yeah, you sound like his wife after an experience in bed. Wow.
Wow, I'm okay. All right. I guess that's it. Cool.
Ugh.
All right, well, sleep easy, folks. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Forget the lids. Own the lids.
Jim Baker's bucket.
Oh, by the way, like the video if you just dropped in.
Yeah,
Do
like
that
the
now.
video or else.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thumb up your butt.
Like the video if you want me to come back for a later episode.
Yeah, do that.
Did that too.
All right. Peace out.
Yes.